When you look at like Penn State or Ohio State and some of these other top tier teams, they are taking Olympic red shirts. But when you look at ASU, they've been sacrificing year in and year out with these red shirts, and this year they're going all in. They have Zahid, they have Anthony Valencia, they have Shields. You know, you got to look at the 1, 2, 3. You got to look at the big guys up front. You got to look at Kendra Hackbarth, Skylar McCarty, and Morgan Howe. But I'm going to dig deeper right into that number 2 spot. You got to look at Skylar McCarty. I think they need to spread the attack around a little more. They've been relying on Elise Ford a lot, and last time I was on the show, Elise Ford had about 50% of their kills. With them ruining Penn State and being undefeated, many people across the country didn't expect them to be this high. So they're at 8 right now, but they could get even higher with the Cliff Keen Invitational coming up in Vegas and the Ohio State duel coming up as well. It's been a couple problems. Sonia's been talking about it in the recent interviews, and it starts off with poor serves. The serves have been pretty lackluster. Nick Zeller-Singh here with Inferno Intel, and we are here at Desert Financial Arena with one of the biggest upsets in wrestling history. It's going to be a matchup of the century, you can say. It's more like an LSU-Alabama type style, but I don't think ASU's quite up to Penn State level yet, so I would give them maybe a 20% chance of an upset. Everything goes smoothly at the duel as well as the Invitational. They could jump all the way up to maybe 2nd or 3rd. I think they can even pass Penn State, especially beating them in the duel. You know, it's been a great improvement this year, and it's been fun to watch. But unfortunately, I have them going 0-4 in their last 4 games. They have a very stacked Final 4 games here at home. They have number 25 UCLA right off the bat. Then they have number 14 USC. She's really dominant with a wide variety of pitches so far as a great starter, and her fastballs have been great. She's been locating the corners left and right so far and hitting the spots that are keeping these powerful offensive lineups to a low. Some big takeaways from the matchup. Right off the bat, 125-pound class. Brandon Courtney picks up a big decision that started off the momentum and kept it rolling throughout the match. It went through Kramer, it went through Ja'Cory Teamer, who came off of an injury, and it rolled all the way up to Zahid Valencia, taking a forfeit, as well as Cordell Norfleet stepping in for the first time and picking up a major decision that led to Tanner Hall walking away with a loss, but a win for his squad. They have a young bullpen right now. You got Michaela Santa Cruz, who's been battling so far, has a rough ERA, has been giving up some hits, as well as Abby Anderson. She started off against Florida this year, and she battled hard. Well, you got to look all the way up and down that lineup from 125 with Brandon Courtney all the way up to Tanner Hall. Every single person put in a huge impact, but when you look at the biggest ones, it's obviously Zahid taking the forfeit at the 184, as well as Ja'Cory Teamer and Cordell Norfleet coming in off of injuries and picking up 2 key decisions as well.